A list of non-profit medical organizations from the dead website Healthfinder. Chapter 1. Non-profit medical organizations at wayback.archive-it.org/all/20190703122537/healthfinder.gov/find services/search org type.aspx?org org type id =2 show $1. There are two lists. The one at wayback.archive.org/all/20190703122537/https://www.healthfinder.gov/find services/search org type.aspx, org type id =2 and show $1. Lists the websites. The website web.archive.org/web/201908011203//http://www.healthfinder.gov/find services/organization/listing.aspx lists the organizations. You click on an organization to get info about it. hhs.gov, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. 1800runaway.org, National Runaway Safeline. The National Runaway Safeline, NRS, established in 1971, serves as the federally designated national communications system for runaway and homeless youth. Recognized as the oldest hotline of its kind in AA.org, Alcoholics Anonymous. Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, is an international fellowship of men and women who share their experiences with each other, so that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. AADP.org, Asian American Donor Program. Asian American Donor Program, AADP, is a national marrow donor program, NMDP, recruitment agency which provides education regarding the issue of unrelated marrow donation, and opportunities for the general. AAFA.org, Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. The Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America, AAFA, is a nonprofit health organization dedicated to finding a cure for and controlling asthma and allergies. Founded in 1953, AAFA serves the 60 million. AAPCHO.org, Association of Asian Pacific Community Health Organizations. The Association of Asian Pacific Community Health Organizations, APCHO, is a national association representing community health organizations dedicated to promoting advocacy, collaboration, and leadership. ARDA.org, American Autoimmune-Related Diseases Association Incorporated. The American Autoimmune-Related Diseases Association, ARDA, is the only national nonprofit health agency dedicated to bringing a national focus to autoimmunity, the major cause of serious chronic diseases. AARP.org, AARP is the nation's leading organization for people age 50 and older. It serves their needs and interests through information and education, advocacy, and community services provided by a network of AATCHB.org, Aberdeen Area Tribal Chairman's Health Board. The Aberdeen Area Tribal Chairman's Health Board is established in order to provide the Indian people of the Aberdeen area with a formal representative board as a means of communicating and participation. abc.herbalgram.org/site/pages American Botanical Council. The American Botanical Council, ABC, was incorporated in November 1988 and is the leading nonprofit education and research organization disseminating science-based information to promote the safe and ABCSW.org, American Board of Examiners in Clinical Social Work. American Board of Examiners in Clinical Social Work, ABE, is an independent, not-for-profit organization committed to setting and upholding national practice standards in pursuit of its mission and goals. AboutAssistedLiving.org, AboutAssistedLiving.org, written by a group of medical professionals. AboutAssistedLiving.org is meant to serve as a resource for anyone looking for information on placing themselves or a loved one into an assisted living or elder. ABTIA.org, American Brain Tumor Association. The American Brain Tumor Association, ABTA, is an independent, not-for-profit organization founded in 1973. Services include over 40 publications which address brain tumors, their treatment, and coping. ACB.org, American Council of the Blind. The American Council of the Blind, ACB, is composed primarily of blind persons involved in 50 active state and 20 professional and special interest organizations. ACB strives to strengthen vocational. AcceleratedCure.org, Accelerated Cure Project. Accelerated Cure Project for MS, ACP, is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to accelerate efforts toward a cure for multiple sclerosis, MS, by rapidly advancing research that determines its causes. ACHENET.org, American Headache Society Committee for Headache Education. The American Headache Society Committee on Headache Education, AHEC, is a nonprofit patient health professional partnership dedicated to advancing the treatment and management of patients with headache. ACER.org, Association of Cancer Online Resources, provides patients and their families with access to numerous cancer-specific mailing lists. ADA.org, Anxiety and Depression Association of America, Anxiety Disorders Association of America, ADAA, a nonprofit organization, was founded in 1980. The association is dedicated to educating the public and professionals about the nature of phobias and anxiety. AdCouncil.org, Advertising Council Incorporated. The Ad Council Incorporated is a private, nonprofit organization with a history of marshaling volunteer talent from the advertising and media industries to deliver critical messages to the American public. AdResources.org, Attention Deficit Disorder Resources. Ad Resources maintains an active website with over 100 articles and 200 links to other sites that complement their material. They have compiled 2 collections of ideas and directories to help. AdoptionCouncil.org, National Council for Adoption. The National Council for Adoption, NCFA, is an organization of nonprofit adoption agencies that provides information, monitors public policy, and promotes high standards in this field. The Council operates. AdvocatesForYouth.org, Advocates for Youth. Advocates for Youth, formerly the Center for Population Options, CPO, is a national organization that focuses on adolescents as the critical group to reach with information on reproductive health and family. AECF.org, Annie E. Casey Foundation. Since 1948, the Annie E. Casey Foundation, AECF, has worked to build better futures for disadvantaged children and their families in the United States. The primary mission of the foundation is to foster. AgingResearch.org, Alliance for Aging Research. The independent, not-for-profit Alliance for Aging Research was founded in 1986 to promote medical research into human aging. Since then, the alliance has grown to become the nation's leading citizen advocacy. AGSDUS.org, Association for Glycogen Storage Disease. The Association for Glycogen Storage Disease, AGSD, is a nonprofit support group, established in 1979, for families and persons affected by glycogen storage disease, GSD. AGSD was organized to promote. ALC.org, American Hair Loss Council, founded in 1985 as a nonprofit organization. The Council's mission is to provide non-biased information on treatments and options for men, women, and children experiencing hair loss. For its membership. AICR.org, American Institute for Cancer Research. The American Institute for Cancer Research, AICR, a nonprofit organization, fosters research on diet, nutrition, and cancer and educates the public about the results. Call toll-free to request educational. Al-Anon.org, Al-Anon Family Groups Headquarters Incorporated. Al-Anon is a mutual support program for persons who are affected by the compulsive drinking of a family member or friend. Al-Teen, a part of Al-Anon Family Groups, helps teenage sons and daughters of. AlaskanAIDS.org, Alaskan AIDS Assistance Association. The mission of the Alaskan AIDS Assistance Association, 4As, is to be a key collaborator within the state of Alaska in the provision of supportive services to persons living with HIV/AIDS and their albinism.org/site/c.flkyidwhj4h/b.9194783/k.c775/welcome.htm, National Organization for Albinism and Hypopigmentation. The National Organization for Albinism and Hypopigmentation, NOAA, was founded in 1982 for the benefit of individuals and families with albinism and hypopigmentation. NOAA provides information and support. ALDF.com, American Lyme Disease Foundation Incorporated. The American Lyme Disease Foundation Incorporated is dedicated to the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of Lyme disease and other tick-borne infections. The foundation plays a key role in providing reliable allergyasthmanetwork.org/main, Allergy and Asthma Network, founded in 1985. Allergy and Asthma Network is the leading nonprofit health organization dedicated to eliminating suffering and death due to asthma, allergies, and related conditions through education, advocacy. Alpha1.org, Alpha 1 Association. The goal of this nonprofit organization is to further support education and research efforts for individuals and their families affected by alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, A1AD. ALSA.org, Amyotrophic Lateral Sclerosis Association. The ALS Association has committed more than $55 million to find effective treatments and a cure for Lou Gehrig's disease. Our global research effort has helped increase the number of scientists working. ALZ.org, Alzheimer's Association. The Alzheimer's Association is a nonprofit organization founded in 1980 to heighten public awareness of this degenerative brain disorder, provide support for patients and their families, aid research efforts. AMC.org, AMC Cancer Research Center. AMC Cancer Research Center and Foundation is a not-for-profit research institute dedicated to the prevention of cancer and other chronic diseases. AMC conducts important cancer research in the areas of causation. AMD.org, Macular Degeneration Partnership. The Macular Degeneration Partnership is a coalition of patients and families, researchers, clinicians, industry partners, and leaders in the fields of vision and aging. Its mission is to create an unprecedented AmericanHS.org, American Hemochromatosis Society Incorporated. This is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization dedicated to providing the latest information on genetic testing for hereditary hemochromatosis, pediatric hereditary hemochromatosis, and research relating. AmericanMeditation.org, American Meditation Institute, a nonprofit educational organization devoted to the teaching and practice of meditation and its allied disciplines. Through its classes, workshops, and retreats, AMI advocates a holistic approach to wellness. AmericanTLM.org, American Telemedicine Association. The American Telemedicine Association, ATA, is a nonprofit association promoting greater access to medical care via telecommunications technology. Established in 1993, ATA promotes professional, ethical. AmericasBlood.org, America's Blood Centers, founded in 1962, America's Blood Centers is North America's network of nonprofit community blood centers. America's Blood Centers U.S. members are licensed and regulated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. AMFAR.org, American Foundation for AIDS Research. MFAR is a nonprofit organization dedicated to the support of AIDS research, both basic biomedical and clinical research, AIDS prevention, and the advocacy of sound AIDS-related public policy. To fund. AMNH.org, American Museum of Natural History. The American Museum of Natural History presents historical artifacts and museum exhibitions, as well as photo and film collections, and scientific publications for viewing and purchase by the general public. Amputee-coalition.org, Amputee Coalition of America. The mission of the Amputee Coalition of America, ACA, is to reach out to people with limb loss and to empower them through education, support, and advocacy. The ACA operates the National Limb Loss Information. Amyloidosis.org, Amyloidosis Foundation Incorporated. The Amyloidosis Foundation is a non-profit organization that is the result of the merge in 2007 of the Amyloidosis Research Foundation and the Amyloidosis Support Network. With the merge of these two organizations, amyloidosissupport.org, Amyloidosis Support Groups, Amyloidosis Support Groups is a 501(c)(3) non-profit corporation, dedicated to the support of amyloidosis patients, caregivers, and former caregivers. Their goals are to set up and help maintain peer support. Angelfire.com/New Jersey/NIRI2, National Institute for Rehabilitation Engineering. The National Institute for Rehabilitation Engineering, NIRE, formed in 1967, provides custom-made devices, training, and on-site services for severely and multiply handicapped individuals. The purpose: AngelFlightMidAtlantic.org, Angel Flight Mid-Atlantic. This non-profit organization of more than 5,000 pilots and other volunteers is dedicated to serving U.S. communities by providing free air transportation on private aircraft to financially and medically. AngiomaAlliance.org, Angioma Alliance. Angioma Alliance is a non-profit international patient advocacy organization created by people affected by cavernous angioma, cerebral cavernous malformation. The organization works to inform and support. ANPPM.org, Asociación Nacional Pro Personas Mayores, National Association for Hispanic Elderly. The National Association for Hispanic Elderly, Asociación Nacional Pro Personas Mayores, was founded in 1975 to serve the needs of Hispanic elderly and other low-income persons. It is recognized as the APDA-Parkinson.org, American Parkinson Disease Association Incorporated. The American Parkinson Disease Association, APDA, was established in 1961 to provide information about the various services available to patients with Parkinson's disease and to make funds available for APHAsia.org, National Aphasia Association. The National Aphasia Association, NA, a non-profit organization, was founded in 1987 in response to the more than 1 million persons with acquired aphasia, a disorder caused by brain damage, affecting APIIDV.org, Asian and Pacific Islander Institute on Domestic Violence. The Asian and Pacific Islander Institute on Domestic Violence, API Institute, is a national resource center and clearinghouse on gender violence in Asian, Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander communities. APIWellness.org, Asian and Pacific Islander Wellness Center. The Asian and Pacific Islander Wellness Center, ANPIWC, is a non-profit organization in North America focusing on ANPI, communities around sexual health and HIV/AIDS services, to meet the needs of its clients. AppealForCommunities.org, Asian Pacific Partners for Empowerment, Advocacy, and Leadership. Asian Pacific Partners for Empowerment, Advocacy, and Leadership, APPEAL, is a national network of organizations and individuals working towards social justice and a tobacco-free Asian American and Pacific. Aprasia-Kids.org, Childhood Apraxia of Speech Association. The Childhood Apraxia of Speech Association is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization whose mission is to strengthen the support systems in the lives of children with apraxia so that each child is afforded the APSFA.org, APS Foundation of America Incorporated. APS is an abbreviation for antiphospholipid antibody syndrome. APS is also called APLS or APLA in the United States and Hughes syndrome or sticky blood in the UK. APS is associated with recurrent clotting. ArchRespite.org/home, Arch National Respite Network and Resource Center. The mission of the Arch National Respite Network and Resource Center is to assist and promote the development of quality respite and crisis care programs in the United States, to help families locate respite. AROCC.org, Association for Research of Childhood Cancer. The Association for Research of Childhood Cancer, AROCH, is a nonprofit organization, staffed by volunteers, formed in 1971 by parents who had lost children to pediatric cancer. The 7 charter members: ASAP.org, American Syringomyelia and Chiari Alliance Project Incorporated. The American Syringomyelia Alliance Project Inc. ASAP is a national nonprofit organization founded in 1988. Its main goals are to be a support network and information clearinghouse for people who have ASH.org, Action on Smoking and Health. Action on Smoking and Health, ASH, is a national nonprofit legal action and educational organization fighting for the rights of non-smokers against the many problems of smoking. ASH uses the tremendous askjan.org/index.html, Job Accommodation Network. The Job Accommodation Network, JAN, is the leading source of free, expert, and confidential guidance on workplace accommodations and disability employment issues. Working toward practical solutions that ASPCA.org, American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, ASPCA, works to rescue animals from abuse, pass humane laws and share resources with shelters nationwide. Founded by Henry Berg in 1866. AssistanceDogsInternational.org, Assistance Dogs International. This is a membership coalition representing organizations and individuals training and placing assistance dogs. The purpose of ADI is to improve the areas of training, placement, and utilization of assistance. ATA.org, American Tinnitus Association. The American Tinnitus Association, ATA, is committed to a cure. ATA provides funding for tinnitus research. In addition, the ATA provides information about tinnitus and maintains listings of hearing. ATAccess.org, Alliance for Technology Access, ATA. The Alliance for Technology Access, ATA, is a growing national network of technology resource centers, organizations, individuals, and companies. ATA encourages and facilitates the empowerment of people. Ataxia.org, National Ataxia Foundation. The National Ataxia Foundation, NAF, is a nonprofit organization established in 1957. The foundation is dedicated to improving the lives of persons affected by ataxia through support, education, and research. ATCP.org, AT Children's Project. The AT Children's Project was established to raise funds to support and coordinate biomedical research projects, scientific conferences, and a clinical center aimed at finding a cure for ataxia-telangiectasia. Autism-society.org, the Autism Society. The Autism Society and its nationwide network of chapters educates parents, professionals, and the public regarding the autism spectrum, improves the welfare of people with autism spectrum disorders, and BAFound.org, the Brain Aneurysm Foundation. The Brain Aneurysm Foundation is the nation's only nonprofit organization solely dedicated to providing critical awareness, education, support, and research funding to reduce the incidence of brain aneurysms. Beacon.org, Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network. The Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network, BCAN, was created in May 2005 as the first national patient-based advocacy organization for bladder cancer. BCAN's mission is to raise awareness of bladder cancer. Bessetts.com/site/c.8oj.rpsg/b.9145371/k.bd9a/home.htm, American Besset's Disease Association. The American Besset's Disease Association, formerly the American Besset's Association Incorporated, was established in 1978 to find a cure for Besset's disease and to gather and disseminate information about. BetterHearing.org, Better Hearing Institute. The Better Hearing Institute, B, is a not-for-profit corporation that educates the public about the neglected problem of hearing loss and what can be done about it. Founded in 1973, B is working to BetterSleep.org, Better Sleep Council. Established in 1979, the Better Sleep Council, BSC, is the consumer education division of the International Sleep Products Association, ISPA. The BSC is devoted to educating the public about the importance. BFRB.org, the TLC Foundation for Body-Focused Repetitive Behaviors, BFRBs. The mission of the Foundation for Body-Focused Repetitive Behaviors, BFRBs, is to end the suffering caused by hair pulling disorder, skin picking disorder, and related body-focused repetitive behaviors. BIAUSA.org, Brain Injury Association of America. The Brain Injury Association of America, formerly the National Head Injury Foundation, was founded in 1980. A national nonprofit organization, the association's main focus is to provide services to persons. BirthDefects.org, Birth Defect Research for Children Incorporated, Birth Defect Research for Children Incorporated. BDRC, is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization that provides parents and expectant parents with information about birth defects and support services for their children. Birthmark.org, the Vascular Birthmarks Foundation. This is an international charitable organization that provides support and informational resources for individuals affected by hemangiomas, port wine stains and other vascular birthmarks and tumors, and Birthright.org/N, Birthright International. Birthright provides support to girls and women who are distressed by an unplanned pregnancy. BlindChildrenCenter.org, Blind Children's Center. The Blind Children's Center is a nonprofit organization that was founded in 1938. The center provides diversified services to meet the needs of blind and partially sighted children, ages birth through. BMTINFONet.org, Blood and Marrow Transplant Information Network. Blood and Marrow Transplant Information Network, BMT Infonet, is dedicated to providing transplant patients, survivors, and their loved ones with emotional support and high-quality, easy-to-understand information. BoneMarrow.org, Bone Marrow Foundation. The Bone Marrow Foundation is dedicated to improving the quality of life for bone marrow, stem cell, and cord blood transplant patients and their families by providing vital financial assistance, emotional. Boystown.org, Boys Town, founded by Father Edward Flanagan in 1917, Boys Town is a non-profit, non-sectarian organization that offers children and families services in their own homes as well as outside services to children with. BrailleInstitute.org, Braille Institute. The Braille Institute was founded in 1919 as the Universal Braille Press to provide services to the blind, which now includes production of more than 5 million Braille pages yearly, preschool services. BrainTumor.org, National Brain Tumor Society. National Brain Tumor Society, NBTS, is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization committed to finding a cure for brain tumors. We aggressively drive strategic research, advocate for public policies that meet. BraveKids.org, Brave Kids. Brave Kids has helped millions of children with chronic, life-threatening illnesses and disabilities since 1999. Brave Kids is the national nonprofit organization that serves children with special needs. BreakTheCycle.org, Break the Cycle, founded in Los Angeles in 1996, Break the Cycle's mission is to engage, educate, and empower youth to build lives and communities free from domestic and dating violence. Break the Cycle provides teen-specific. BreastCancer.org, BreastCancer.org. BreastCancer.org is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing the most reliable, complete, and up-to-date information about breast cancer. The organization's mission is to help women and their loved. Cancer.org, American Cancer Society. The American Cancer Society, ACS, was originally established as the American Society for the Control of Cancer in 1913, and became the ACS in 1945. ACS is the voluntary organization dedicated to eliminating. CancerCare.org, Cancer Care. Cancer Care is dedicated to helping people face the many challenges of a cancer diagnosis. Cancer Care provides free professional support services including counseling, education, financial assistance. CancerHopeNetwork.org, Cancer Hope Network. Cancer Hope Network is a nonprofit organization established in 1981. It provides support for patients and families dealing with cancer and cancer treatments. The program offers personal one-on-one support. Carcinoid.org, Carcinoid Cancer Foundation, Inc., This nonprofit organization was founded for the purpose of encouraging and supporting research and education on carcinoid tumors and related neuroendocrine neoplasms. Included among the organizations: CaregiverAction.com, Caregiver Action Network. Caregiver Action Network is the nation's leading family caregiver organization working to improve the quality of life for the more than 90 million Americans who care for loved ones with chronic conditions. Caregiving.org, National Alliance for Caregiving, established in 1996, the National Alliance for Caregiving is a nonprofit coalition of national organizations focusing on issues of family caregiving. Alliance members include grassroots organizations. Caring-institute.org, Caring Institute, inspired by Mother Teresa, the Caring Institute was founded in 1985 to honor and promote the values of caring, integrity, and public service. The Caring Institute, CI, believes that the solution to most. CBTF.org, Children's Brain Tumor Foundation. This national nonprofit organization was founded in 1988 by a group of dedicated parents, physicians, and friends to improve the treatment, quality of life and the long-term outlook for children with brain. CCalliance.org, Colon Cancer Alliance. The Colon Cancer Alliance, CCA, is the oldest and largest national patient advocacy organization dedicated to ending the suffering caused by colorectal cancer. In order to increase rates of screening and cchrchealth.org/n, Chinese Community Health Resource Center. The Chinese Community Health Resource Center, CCHRC, is a private, non-profit community center by the Chinese Community Health Care Association, a physicians' independent practice association, Chinese. cci.org/site/c.cgirnqemg/b.3978475/k.3f1c/k.3f4independence.htm, Canine Companions for Independence Incorporated, founded in 1975, Canine Companions for Independence, CCI, is a nonprofit organization that enhances the lives of people with disabilities by providing highly trained assistance dogs and ongoing support. CCL6.org, Council of Citizens with Low Vision International. The Council of Citizens with Low Vision, CCLV, is an advocacy membership organization for partially sighted people. It aims to establish their right to make full use of their vision through the necessary. CHADD.org, Children and Adults with Attention Deficit/Hyperactivity Disorder. Children and Adults with Attention Deficit/Hyperactivity Disorder, CHADD, is a national nonprofit, tax-exempt, Section 501(c)(3), organization providing education, advocacy, and support for individuals. CHAPNC.org, Community Health Accreditation Program Incorporated. The Community Health Accreditation Program Incorporated, CHAP, is an independent, nonprofit accrediting body which was established in 1965. CHAP accreditation publicly certifies that an organization has voluntarily. CHCS.org, Center for Healthcare Strategies Incorporated. The Center for Healthcare Strategies promotes high-quality healthcare services for low-income populations and people with chronic illnesses and disabilities. CHCS achieve this objective through technical. CHAJ.org, Center for Health, Environment, and Justice, founded in June 1981, this nonprofit organization serves citizens groups, individuals, and small municipalities working to solve hazardous and solid waste problems. CCHW supplies information needed to share ubs-cdh.org, Cherubs, the Association of Congenital Diaphragmatic Hernia Research, Advocacy, and Support. Cherubs is a volunteer organization that provides support, information, and resources related to congenital diaphragmatic hernia, CDH. Membership in the organization is open to adult survivors and parents. ChesapeakeC.org, Chesapeake Region Safety Council. The Chesapeake Region Safety Council is a private, nonprofit, non-governmental public service organization whose mission is to provide the safety training and education that will reduce disabling injuries. ChildFindOfAmerica.org, Child Find of America Incorporated. Child Find of America Incorporated is a national nonprofit charity whose mission is to locate missing children through active investigation, prevent child abduction through education, and resolve incidents of children'sangelflight.org. Children's Angel Flight. This agency manages and coordinates no-cost charitable child transport patient programs on behalf of children who need access to medical research centers and disease-specific treatment programs. Some. Children's Cardiomyopathy.org. Children's Cardiomyopathy Foundation. The Children's Cardiomyopathy Foundation, CCF, is a national, nonprofit organization focused on pediatric cardiomyopathy, a chronic disease of the heart muscle. CCF is dedicated to accelerating the search. ChildTrauma.org. Child Trauma Academy. The Child Trauma Academy, CTA, is a not-for-profit organization whose mission is to help improve the lives of traumatized and maltreated children and their families. CTA works to improve the systems that ChiOnline.org. Children's Hospice International. Children's Hospice International, CHI, was founded in 1983 as a nonprofit organization to promote hospice support through pediatric care facilities providing support and resources for children with ChoiceMagazineListening.org. Choice Magazine Listening. Choice Magazine Listening, CML, provides bi-monthly audio tapes of current magazine articles from over 100 magazines free of charge to the blind, visually impaired, dyslexic, or physically handicapped. CJSIDS.org. CJ Foundation for SIDS. The CJ Foundation is a national nonprofit organization devoted to eliminating the tragedy of sudden unexpected infant and early childhood deaths, supporting grieving families, advancing medical research. Cleftline.org. Cleft Palate Foundation. The Cleft Palate Foundation, CPF, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to optimizing the quality of life for individuals affected by facial birth defects. It is the public service arm of the American CMTAUSA.org, the Charcot-Marie Tooth Association. Charcot-Marie Tooth Disorder, CMT, is the most commonly inherited peripheral neuropathy, affecting 2.6 million people. CMTA's mission is to improve the life of everyone affected by CMT. The CMTA funds COAF.org, Phoenix House Center on Addiction and the Family. The Phoenix House Center on Addiction and the Family, COAF, formerly the Children of Alcoholics Foundation, was established in 1982 to help children and adults from addicted families. COAF's mission. CODA-international.org, CODA, Children of Deaf Adults, CODA. Children of Deaf Adults Incorporated, is a nonprofit organization that focuses on hearing children of deaf adults. The organization began in 1983 and has grown to include people from many different. CODA.org, Codependence Anonymous. Codependence Anonymous, CODA registered, was established in 1986 as a self-help recovery program for individuals coping with codependency. Codependency is a compulsive, self-destructive behavior, characterized. CompassionateFriends.org/home.aspx. Compassionate Friends. The Compassionate Friends, TCF, is a national nonprofit, self-help support organization offering friendship, understanding, and hope to families grieving the death of a child of any age, from any cause. ConsumersUnion.org. Consumers Union, Consumers Union, CU, is independent nonprofit organization whose mission is to work for a fair, just, and safe marketplace and to empower consumers as they buy products and services. CU is comprehensive. CorpAngelNetwork.org, Corporate Angel Network Incorporated. Corporate Angel Network, CAN, arranges free air transportation for cancer patients, bone marrow donors/recipients, and stem cell donors/recipients traveling to recognized treatment centers throughout the CRCkids.org, Children's Rights Council, founded in 1985, the Children's Rights Council, CRC, is a national nonprofit organization that works to assure children meaningful and continuing interactions with both their parents and extended family. CSACeliacs.org, Celiac Association / United States of America Incorporated, the Celiac Association / United States of America Incorporated. CSA/USA, is a nonprofit, national support organization which offers information and referral services concerning celiac, a disease caused. CSRF.net, Cushing Support and Research Foundation. The Cushing Support and Research Foundation was established in 1995 to provide information and support to Cushing's patients and their families. The foundation was incorporated in the state of Massachusetts. CTF.org, the Children's Tumor Foundation. The Children's Tumor Foundation is a nonprofit 501(c)(3) medical foundation, dedicated to improving the health and well-being of individuals and families affected by the neurofibromatosis, NF. The CureEpilepsy.org, Cure, Citizens United for Research in Epilepsy. Cure is a grassroots organization with the mission of providing hope for children with intractable epilepsy by supporting research to find a cure. Volunteers are needed around the country to support and. CWLaw.org, Child Welfare League of America. The Child Welfare League of America, CWLA, is an association of more than 1,000 public and not-for-profit agencies devoted to improving life for more than 2.5 million at-risk children and youths and their. Cystinosisresearch.org, Cystinosis Research Foundation. The mission of the Cystinosis Research Foundation is to support bench and clinical research that is focused on developing improved treatments and a cure for cystinosis. The Cystinosis Research Foundation. Dana.org/about/DABI, Dana Alliance for Brain Initiatives. The Dana Alliance for Brain Initiatives is a nonprofit organization of more than 200 leading neuroscientists, including 9 Nobel laureates. The Dana Alliance is committed to advancing public awareness. DAV.org, Disabled American Veterans. The Disabled American Veterans, DAV, was chartered by Congress in 1932 as the official voice of the disabled veteran. It is not an agency of the federal government, nor does it receive government funding. dbsalliance.org/site/pages/paganame=home, Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance. The Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance, DBSA, is a nonprofit, patient-directed organization founded to provide personal support and direct services to patients with depression or manic depression. Deafchildren.org, American Society for Deaf Children. The American Society for Deaf Children, ASDC, was founded in 1967 as a parent-helping parent organization. Today, ASDC is a national, independent nonprofit organization whose purpose is providing support. Deborah.org, Deborah of America Incorporated. The Dystrophic Epidermolysis Bullosa Research Association of America, DEBRA, was formed in 1979 as a self-help group for persons suffering from epidermolysis bullosa, EB, a group of inherited skin disorders. DentalLifeline.org, Dental Lifeline Network. Dental Lifeline Network is a national nonprofit organization that provides access to dental care and education for older adults, people with disabilities, and medically fragile individuals who otherwise. DAction.org, DAction USA. DAction is a national nonprofit organization formed to provide the public with information on the consequences of the use of diethylstilbestrol, DA, for women who have taken it and for children born. DaCancer.org, the DaCancer Network. The DaCancer Network is an organization that addresses the special needs of women who have had clear cell adenocarcinoma of the vagina and/or cervix, a cancer linked to exposure to DA before birth. Diabetes.org, American Diabetes Association. The American Diabetes Association, ADA, formed in 1940, was created to fight diabetes through education and research. Local chapters and affiliates use volunteers to organize educational and screening. Dynety.org, Dysautonomia Information Network. The Dysautonomia Information Network, DINE, is a volunteer-run 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization. Its mission is to raise awareness of autonomic nervous system dysfunction and to promote dysautonomia education. DisabledSportsUSA.org, Disabled Sports USA, a national nonprofit, 501(c)(3) organization established in 1967 by disabled Vietnam veterans to serve the war-injured. DS/USA now offers nationwide sports rehabilitation programs to anyone with a permanent. DogsForTheDeaf.org, Dogs for the Deaf Incorporated. Dogs for the Deaf Incorporated is a nonprofit organization that rescues and professionally trains dogs to assist people and enhance lives. The organization selects hearing dogs, usually mixed breeds, small. DonateLife.net, Donate Life America. Donate Life America is a 501(c)(3) not-for-profit alliance of national organizations and state teams across the United States committed to increasing organ, eye, and tissue donation. Donate Life America. Don'tsHake.org, National Center on Shaken Baby Syndrome. The National Center on Shaken Baby Syndrome, NCSBS, is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization with a mission to educate and train parents and professionals, and to conduct research that will prevent the shaking. Dougie.org, Dougie Center, the National Center for Grieving Children and Families. The Dougie Center is a local support group where children, teens, and their families who are grieving a death can share experiences as they move through the healing process. Individuals and organizations. DreamFoundation.org, Dream Foundation. This is a nonprofit organization that grants wishes to adults age 18 years and over. Its mission is to enhance the quality of life for individuals and families battling terminal illnesses. This organization. DrugFree.org, the partnership at DrugFree.org. The partnership at DrugFree.org is a drug abuse prevention, intervention, treatment, and recovery resource, existing to help parents and caregivers effectively address alcohol and drug abuse with their. DrugPolicy.org, Drug Policy Alliance. The Drug Policy Alliance, DPA, is the nation's leading organization promoting alternatives to the drug war that are grounded in science, compassion, health, and human rights. DPA is actively involved in DynaInc.org, Dysautonomia Youth Network of America Incorporated, founded in 1999 and professionally certified as a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization in 2002, the Dysautonomia Youth Network of America Incorporated. DYNA is the first and only 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization. Dysphagia.org, National Spasmodic Dysphonia Association. The NSDA is a grassroots organization working to improve the lives of people with spasmodic dysphonia, a neurological voice disorder. The mission of the National Spasmodic Dysphonia Association is to advance dystonia-parkinsons.org, Bachman-Strauss Dystonia and Parkinson Foundation. The Bachman-Strauss Dystonia and Parkinson Foundation, BSDPF, is a nonprofit organization established to find better treatments and cures for the movement disorders dystonia and Parkinson's disease. The EasterSeals.com, Easter Seals Inc. Easter Seals has been helping individuals with disabilities and special needs, and their families, live better lives for nearly 90 years. From child development centers to physical rehabilitation and job. ECTACenter.org, Early Childhood Technical Assistance Center. The ECTA Center is the National Early Childhood Technical Assistance Center supported by the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Special Education Programs, OSEP, under the provisions of the Individuals. IDA.org, International Dyslexia Association. The International Dyslexia Association, formerly the Orton Dyslexia Society, ODS, was founded in 1949 and is a scientific and educational society dedicated to the study, treatment, and prevention of dyslexia. Endocenter.org, Endometriosis Research Center. The Endometriosis Research Center, ERC, is a leading charitable organization founded in 1997 with the mission to elevate this painful illness to a priority public health platform. Unlike similar organizations. EssentialTremor.org, International Essential Tremor Foundation. The International Essential Tremor Foundation, IETF, is an international nonprofit organization. Its priorities are patient services and education, public awareness of tremor disorders, and support of eyesight.org, Macular Degeneration Foundation. Macular Degeneration Foundation Incorporated was established as a tax-exempt not-for-profit organization. Macular degeneration patients can call toll-free for phone support and counseling. Information packets. Faces-cranio.org, FACES, the National Craniofacial Association. FACES, the National Craniofacial Association is a non-profit organization serving children and adults throughout the United States with severe craniofacial deformities resulting from birth defects, injuries. Facesofchildren.org, Foundation for Faces of Children. The Foundation for Faces of Children, FFC, is a New England-based, non-profit organization, and a national source of information about craniofacial conditions. FFC is dedicated to improving the lives of FacingOurRisk.org/index.php, FORCE, Facing Our Risk of Cancer Empowered. FORCE was founded on the principle that no one should have to face hereditary breast and ovarian cancer alone. FORCE is a national nonprofit dedicated to improving the lives of individuals and families. Familialdysautonomia.org, Dysautonomia Foundation. The Dysautonomia Foundation is an international organization created in 1951, to provide services for patients with familial dysautonomia, a Jewish genetic disorder. We support a treatment and evaluation. FamiliesAnonymous.org, Families Anonymous Incorporated. Families Anonymous, FA, was founded in 1971 as a mutual support group for families of people involved in drug abuse and related behavioral problems. Group meetings and discussions are modeled on the 12. FamiliesUSA.org, Families USA. This is a national nonprofit, nonpartisan organization dedicated to the achievement of high-quality, affordable health and long-term care for all Americans. Families USA works at the national, state and FamilyVoices.org, Family Voices. Family Voices aims to achieve family-centered care for all children and youth with special health care needs and/or disabilities. Through a national network, Family Voices provides families tools to make. FankONI.org, Fankoni Anemia Research Fund Incorporated. Fankoni Anemia Research Fund Incorporated is a nonprofit corporation established in 1989. It is committed to providing education and support services to families around the world affected by FA. The fund sponsors FarmUSA.org, Farm Animal Rights Movement, Vegetarian Information Service. Farm Animal Rights Movement, FARM, is a 501(c)(3) national nonprofit organization working to end the use of animals for food through public education and grassroots activism. FARM believes in the inherent. Fatherhood.org, National Fatherhood Initiative. The mission of the National Fatherhood Initiative, NFI, is to improve the well-being of children by increasing the number of children growing up with loving, committed and responsible fathers. A nonprofit. FCSN.org, Federation for Children with Special Needs. The Federation for Children with Special Needs provides information, support, and assistance to parents of children with disabilities, their professional partners, and their communities. The Federation. Feast-ed.org, Families Empowered and Supporting Treatment of Eating Disorders. F.E.A.S.T. FEAST is an international organization of and for parents and caregivers to help loved ones recover from eating disorders by providing information and mutual support, promoting evidence-based treatment. FeedingAmerica.org, Feeding America. Feeding America is the nation's leading domestic hunger relief charity. Feeding America's mission is to feed America's hungry through a nationwide network of member food banks and engage our country in. FFCMH.org, National Federation of Families for Children's Mental Health. The National Federation, a national family-run organization, serves to provide advocacy at the national level for the rights of children and youth with emotional, behavioral, and mental health challenges. FHI360.org, Family Health International. FHI is a global health and development organization whose science-based programs bring lasting change to the world's most vulnerable people. Among the organization's worldwide staff of 2,500 are leading. FightSMA.org, Fight SMA. Fight SMA is an international 501(c)(3) organization committed to accelerating a cure for spinal muscular atrophy, SMA, which kills more babies than any other genetic disease. Since it was founded in 1991. FirstCandle.org, FirstCandle/SIDS Alliance. FirstCandle/SIDS Alliance is a leading national nonprofit health organization dedicated to safe pregnancies and the survival of babies through the first years of life. With programs of research, advocacy. FirstSkinFoundation.org, Foundation for Ichthyosis and Related Skin Types Incorporated. The Foundation for Ichthyosis and Related Skin Types Incorporated. First is a nonprofit organization supported by public contributions and membership fees. First raises funds to promote research on ichthyosis. FMAware.org, National Fibromyalgia Association. The National Fibromyalgia Association, NFA, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to increasing FM awareness among the public, media, government, and medical communities through a variety of outreach programs. FMPartnership.org, National Fibromyalgia Partnership Incorporated. The National Fibromyalgia Partnership, Inc., NFP, is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit, educational organization founded in 1992. The mission of the NFP is to make medically accurate, quality resource information. Foodallergy.org, Food Allergy and Anaphylaxis Network. The mission of the Food Allergy and Anaphylaxis Network, FAAN, is to raise public awareness, to provide advocacy and education, and to advance research on behalf of all those affected by food allergies and Foundation for Women's Cancer.org, Foundation for Women's Cancer. The Foundation for Women's Cancer, formerly the Gynecologic Cancer Foundation, was founded by the Society of Gynecologic Oncology, SGO, in 1991. The Foundation for Women's Cancer is a 501(c)(3) not for FRACI.org, Food Research and Action Center. The Food Research and Action Center, FRAC, is a national nonprofit organization working to improve public policies and public-private partnerships to eradicate hunger and undernutrition in the United States. FragileX.org, National Fragile X Foundation. The National Fragile X Foundation unites the Fragile X community to enrich lives through educational and emotional support, promote public and professional awareness, and advance research toward improved. FSRgroup.org, Outreach Department of the Freeman Sheldon Research Group Incorporated. FSRG has a number of resources available to families, patients, and others affected by Freeman Sheldon, FSS, or Sheldon Hall, SHS, syndromes, who are members of FSRG's Outreach Department. FSRG wants to. FuturesWithoutViolence.org, Futures Without Violence. Everyone has the right to live free of violence. Futures Without Violence, formerly Family Violence Prevention Fund, works to prevent and end violence against women and children around the world. Creating. Gam-anon.org, Gam-anon International Service Office. Gam-anon is a 12-step fellowship of men and women who are husbands, wives, relatives, or close friends of compulsive gamblers who have been affected by the gambling problem. Gam-anon's purpose is threefold. gbs-sidp.org, GBS/CIDP Foundation International. The GBS/CIDP Foundation International, founded in 1980, provides support for patients and families confronted with Guillain-Barré syndrome and chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy. Both are GDATF.org, Graves' Disease and Thyroid Foundation. The National Graves' Disease Foundation is the only national, nonprofit, educational organization open exclusively to people with Graves' disease. This lay organization is also available to families. Genetic.org, KSNA, Knowledge, Support, and Action, KSNA, is a non-profit organization addressing the needs of the approximately 1 out of 500 individuals who were born with one or more extra X and/or Y chromosomes, as well as their families and the clinicians. GeneticAlliance.org, Genetic Alliance. Genetic Alliance is a non-profit health advocacy organization committed to transforming health through genetics and promoting an environment of openness centered on the health of individuals, families. Guidedogs.org, Southeastern Guide Dogs Incorporated. Southeastern Guide Dogs' mission is to create and nurture a partnership between a visually impaired individual and a guide dog, facilitating life's journey with mobility, independence, and dignity. Established. GuideDogsOfAmerica.org/1, Guide Dogs of America. Guide Dogs of America is dedicated to its mission to provide guide dogs and instruction in their use, free of charge, to blind and visually impaired men and women from the United States and Canada so that. GuidingEyes.org, Guiding Eyes for the Blind. Guiding Eyes is an internationally accredited, non-profit guide dog school with a 50-plus-year legacy of providing the blind and visually impaired with superior guiding eyes dogs, training, and lifetime. Guttmacher.org, Guttmacher Institute. 4 decades after its creation, the Guttmacher Institute continues to advance sexual and reproductive health and rights through an interrelated program of research, policy analysis, and public education. HDSA.org, Huntington's Disease Society of America. HDSA is a 501(c)(3) not-for-profit organization recognized as a charity in good standing by the IRS, IN 133349872, and meets all the required high standards of excellence of the BBBY's Giving Alliance. Headaches.org, National Headache Foundation. The National Headache Foundation exists to enhance the health care of headache sufferers. It is a source of help to sufferers' families, physicians who treat headache sufferers, allied healthcare professionals. Headlice.org, National Pediculosis Association Incorporated. The National Pediculosis Association, NPA, is the only nonprofit health and education agency dedicated to protecting children from the misuse and abuse of potentially harmful lice and scabies pesticidal. healthandhealingnewyork.org/highlights.asp, Beth Israel Medical Center. The Center for Health and Healing. The Center for Health and Healing at Beth Israel Medical Center provides integrative health care by primary care and specialty physicians and practitioners of diverse healing traditions. We also offer workshops. Healthinaging.org, AGS Foundation for Health in Aging. The AGS Foundation for Health in Aging, FHA, is a national nonprofit organization established in 1999 by the American Geriatrics Society, AGS. FHA aims to build a bridge between the research and practice. Healthlaw.org, National Health Law Program. National Health Law Program, NHLP, is a national public interest law firm with a mission is to improve health care for America's working and unemployed poor, minorities, the elderly and people with disabilities. Healthychild.org, Healthy Child Healthy World, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to inform parents and all those concerned with the welfare of children about preventable health and development problems caused by exposure to toxic substances. HealthyDiningFinder.com, Healthy Dining. Healthy Dining helps Americans make healthier choices at restaurants. Their website, HealthyDiningFinder.com, lists healthier menu choices and corresponding nutrition information, calories, fat, sodium. HearingLoss.org, Hearing Loss Association of America. The Hearing Loss Association of America, founded in 1979, seeks to educate people with hearing loss and the public about hearing loss and its management, and to promote the interests of people with hearing. Heart.org/Heartorg, American Heart Association. The American Heart Association, AHA, a nonprofit, voluntary health agency funded by private contributions, is dedicated to the reduction of death and disability from cardiovascular diseases, including heath.gwu.edu, Heath Resource Center at the National Youth Transition Center. The Heath Resource Center at the National Youth Transition Center is an online clearinghouse on post-secondary education for individuals with disabilities. Managed by the George Washington University graduate. Helmets.org, Bicycle Helmet Safety Institute. The Bicycle Helmet Safety Institute is a nonprofit consumer-funded program acting as a clearinghouse and a technical resource for bicycle helmet information. Volunteers serve on the ASTM bicycle helmet. Helpguide.org, Helpguide. Helpguide is a project of the Rotary Club of Santa Monica and Wise and Healthy Aging. Helpguide's mission is to empower you and your loved ones to understand, prevent, and resolve health challenges. Helpguides. Hepb.org, Hepatitis B Foundation. The Hepatitis B Foundation is a national nonprofit organization dedicated to finding a cure and improving the lives of those affected by hepatitis B worldwide. Our commitment includes funding focused. HHMI.org, Howard Hughes Medical Institute. The Howard Hughes Medical Institute, a nonprofit medical research organization that ranks as one of the nation's largest philanthropies, plays a powerful role in advancing biomedical research and science. HispanicHealth.org, National Alliance for Hispanic Health. The National Alliance for Hispanic Health is the nation's foremost science-based source of information and trusted advocate for the health of Hispanics in the United States. The Alliance is a nonprofit. HKNC.org, Helen Keller National Center for Deafblind Youth and Adults. The mission of the Helen Keller National Center for Deafblind Youth and Adults, HKNC, is to enable all those who are deafblind to live and work the community of their choice. It provides comprehensive. HMHB.org, National Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies Coalition. This organization provides an innovative forum for collaborative partnerships of public and private organizations, employers, policymakers, and consumers to promote and improve culturally and linguistically. HML.org, the Queens Medical Center, Hawaii Medical Library. The Consumer Health Information Service, CHIS, is a community service project of the Hawaii Medical Library. CHIS is available throughout Hawaii, reaching all communities through a service partnership. HomeMods.org, National Resource Center on Supportive Housing and Home Modification. The main purpose of the National Resource Center on Supportive Housing and Home Modification is to promote aging in place, help states, communities, the private sector and service providers improve supportive. HON.ch, Health on the Net Foundation. The Health on the Net Foundation, HON, promotes and guides the deployment of useful and reliable online health information, and its appropriate and efficient use. Created in 1995, HON is a nonprofit. HopeAfterLoss.org, Hope After Loss Incorporated. Hope After Loss, formerly the Hygeia Foundation, is a community of women and men who grieve the loss of a pregnancy or infant. Through peer support, burial assistance, education, and awareness initiatives. Hopaline.com, Kristen Brooks Hope Center. The Kristen Brooks Hope Center is a nonprofit organization dedicated to suicide prevention, intervention, and healing, by providing a single point of entry to community-based crisis services through innovative. HospicePatients.org, Hospice Patients Alliance Incorporated. Hospice Patients Alliance Incorporated, HPA, was formed by hospice staff and other healthcare professionals to promote quality hospice services for all patients, whether enrolled in a licensed hospice, residing. HousingWorks.org, AIDS Treatment Data Network, a national, not-for-profit, community-based organization. The network provides treatment education and counseling services for men, women, and children with AIDS and HIV that are supported by extensive. Hydroassociation.org, Hydrocephalus Association, founded in 1983, the Hydrocephalus Association is a national nonprofit organization. Our mission is to eliminate the challenges of hydrocephalus by stimulating innovative research and providing support. IAADP.org, International Association of Assistance Dog Partners. The International Association of Assistance Dog Partners, IAADP, is a cross-disability group which educates and supports people with disabilities who have canine assistants do such things as guide people. Icon-online.org, International Caesarean Awareness Network. The International Caesarean Awareness Network, ICAN, founded in 1982, is a network of people concerned about the incidence of caesarean birth. It aims to reduce the rate of caesarean deliveries, to provide. ICCDC.org, Indian Country Child Trauma Center. The Indian Country Child Trauma Center, ICTC, was established to develop trauma-related treatment protocols, outreach materials, and service delivery guidelines specifically designed for American Indian. ICA.org, International Childbirth Education Association. International Childbirth Education Association, ICEA, as a professional organization supports educators and other healthcare providers who believe in freedom to make decisions based on knowledge of alternatives. ICHelp.org, Interstitial Cystitis Association. The Interstitial Cystitis Association of America, ICA, is a national nonprofit patient-driven organization acting as an informative and supportive agent to patients with interstitial cystitis, IC. The idvaac.org/index.html, Institute on Domestic Violence in the African American Community. The Institute on Domestic Violence in the African American Community, IDVAC, is an organization focused on the unique circumstances of African Americans as they face issues related to domestic violence. IFFGD.org, International Foundation for Functional Gastrointestinal Disorders. The International Foundation for Functional Gastrointestinal Disorders, IFGUD, is a nonprofit education and research organization that addresses the issues surrounding adult and pediatric gastrointestinal. IHI.org/pages/default.aspx, Institute for Healthcare Improvement. The Institute for Healthcare Improvement, IHI, is a not-for-profit organization leading the improvement of healthcare throughout the world. Founded in 1991 and based in Boston, MA, IHI is a catalyst. ihs.gov/medical-program/diabetes/index.cfm module people ADC Alaska, Alaska Area Diabetes Program. This site is primarily intended to serve providers in the Alaska Native healthcare system, and secondarily to be of use to others in the nationwide Indian Health Service system. IIHS.org, Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, IIHS, is an independent, nonprofit, scientific, and educational organization dedicated to reducing deaths, injuries, and property damage that result from crashes. INCIID.org, International Council on Infertility Information Dissemination Incorporated. The International Council on Fertility Information Dissemination Incorporated has the largest infertility audience worldwide and is a nonprofit dedicated to helping infertile couples find their best family building. Inhalants.org, National Inhalant Prevention Coalition. The National Inhalant Prevention Coalition, NIPC, is a public-private effort to promote awareness and recognition of the problem of inhalant use. The NIPC serves as an inhalant referral and information. IPFCC.org/index.html, Institute for Family-Centered Care. The Institute for Patient and Family-Centered Care advances the understanding and practice of patient and family-centered care, in partnership with patients, families, and healthcare professionals. IPF.org, Incontinentia Pigmenti International Foundation Incorporated. Incontinentia pigmenti, IP, is a genetic disease of the skin, hair, teeth, and central nervous system. The condition was named because of the way the skin looks under the microscope. Bloch-Sulzberger syndrome. IronDisorders.org, Iron Disorders Institute. Iron Disorders Institute, ED, is a 501(c)(3) national organization headquartered in Greenville, South Carolina. Iron Disorders Institute's vision is that no one should suffer or die prematurely because. ISHLT.org, International Society for Heart and Lung Transplantation. The International Society for Heart and Lung Transplantation, ISHLT, is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to the advancement of the science and treatment of end-stage heart and lung diseases. The ivatcenters.org, Institute on Violence, Abuse, and Trauma. The IVAT is an important international resource, research, and training center that includes all areas of violence, abuse and trauma. The institute encompasses multiple centers, which focus on family violence. GWH.org, Jacobs Institute of Women's Health. The Jacobs Institute of Women's Health, JIWH, is a nonprofit organization working to improve health care for women through research, dialogue, and information dissemination. The mission of JIWH is to 1. JointCommission.org, The Joint Commission. The Joint Commission on Accreditation of Healthcare Organizations is a private, not-for-profit organization established in 1951 to evaluate healthcare organizations that voluntarily seek accreditation. Jocelyn.org, Jocelyn Diabetes Center, established in 1898, Jocelyn Diabetes Center is an internationally recognized institution that treats adults and children with diabetes, conducts diabetes research, educates patients, and teaches professional. JSRDF.org, Joubert Syndrome Foundation and Related Disorders Foundation. Joubert syndrome is a rare genetic disorder characterized by decreased muscle tone, difficulties with coordination, abnormal eye movements, abnormal breathing pattern and cognitive impairment. These issues. JTC.org, John Tracy Clinic. John Tracy Clinic provides worldwide parent-centered services without charge to young children with hearing loss, offering families hope, guidance, and encouragement. Services include correspondence courses. JusticeInAging.org, Justice in Aging. Justice in Aging is a nonprofit organization whose principal mission is to protect the rights of low-income older adults. Through advocacy, litigation, and the education and counseling of local advocates. JusticeInAging.org/contact, Justice in Aging. Justice in Aging is a nonprofit organization whose principal mission is to protect the rights of low-income older adults. Through advocacy, litigation, and the education and counseling of local advocates. K-T.org, Klippel-Trenaunau Syndrome Support Group. The Klippel-Trenaunau Syndrome Support Group's mission is to provide support for KT syndrome patients and their families. Their objectives in accomplishing this mission are, to act as a support group. Kempe.org, the Kemp Foundation for the Prevention and Treatment of Child Abuse and Neglect, formerly the C. Henry Kemp National Center for the Prevention and Treatment of Child Abuse and Neglect. This institution was founded in 1972 to provide a clinically based resource for training, consultation. KidneyCancer.org, Kidney Cancer Association. The Kidney Cancer Association works to improve care and increase survival of kidney cancer patients through information, research, and patient advocacy with employers, government and insurance companies. KidneyFund.org, American Kidney Fund. The American Kidney Fund was founded in 1971 to save the life of one person who needed help paying for dialysis. 40 years later, AKF has become the leading source of direct, treatment-related financial. KidneyUrology.org, Kidney and Urology Foundation of America. Kidney and Urology Foundation of America, KUFA, is a national, not-for-profit organization dedicated to helping people with kidney and urologic diseases and individuals waiting for organ and tissue transplants. KidsHealth.org, the Nemours Foundation. Since 1940, the foundation has operated nonprofit healthcare institutions. It provides healthcare services to the children of Delaware, Florida and the surrounding states, and selected health services. KidsPeace.org, KidsPeace. Since 1882, KidsPeace has been dedicated to creating opportunities for kids in crisis to become kids who overcome. Among the many services KidsPeace offer are, short-term acute inpatient psychiatric care. cumc.edu/gec/support/neuro-me.html, Association for Neurometabolic Disorders. The Association for Neurometabolic Disorders, ANMD, a nonprofit organization, was founded in 1984 at the University of Michigan Medical Center, Ann Arbor. ANMD's primary objective is to serve as an Lamaze.org, Lamaze International. Lamaze International, formerly ASPO/Lamaze, is a non-profit organization whose mission is to promote, support and protect normal birth through education and advocacy. Since 1960, Lamaze International has LatexAllergyResources.org, American Latex Allergy Association. The American Latex Allergy Association is a national nonprofit 501(c)(3) tax-exempt organization that provides educational information about latex allergy and supports latex allergic individuals. Originally LBBC.org, Living Beyond Breast Cancer. Living Beyond Breast Cancer, LBBC, is dedicated to assisting you, whether you are newly diagnosed, in treatment, recently completed treatment, are years beyond or are living with metastatic breast cancer. LDAamerica.org, Learning Disabilities Association of America. The Learning Disabilities Foundation of America is a tax-exempt public charity established in 1979 dedicated to providing funds for research and education and the promotion of public awareness of both. LeaderDog.org, Leader Dogs for the Blind. Leader Dogs for the Blind is one of the largest guide dog organizations in the world. Established in 1939, the organization is recognized for its fine training of dogs, stellar education of its clients. LEAP.org, Leadership Education for Asian Pacifics. LEAP is a non-profit, educational, community-based organization founded for the purpose of developing, strengthening, and expanding leadership roles played by Asian Pacifics in all sectors of American society. LearnPsychology.org, Learn Psychology. LearnPsychology.org strives to provide in-depth information, resources, and data for those interested in pursuing a degree in psychology. They use only reliable data and expert knowledge to offer accurate. Lecotech.org, National Lecotech Center. The National Lecotech Center is a nonprofit 501(c)(3) organization based in Chicago, Illinois, and is the administrative and training center for a nationwide network of Lecotech centers housing family play,